If you're a female watching this, please don't scroll. You need to hear this for your safety. There's this website called anonib.ru. I'll put it right here. And I'm going to show you how it works. So I typed in anonib.ru into Google. I hit not the second, but the first one that comes up. See right there? It's going to come up like this, and you're going to choose your state. I'm from Rhode Island. Once you choose your state, it's going to come up like a bunch of threads, like on Twitter or something. So you're going to go all the way down to the bottom where all the numbers are to click to the next page, and you're going to just hit catalog. When you look at it from this point of view, it's like a bunch of photo albums of your nudes, of all the girls in your state categorized by town and city. There's underage girls on here. They post your full name, and they can easily get your address and phone number from Google if they pay for it or whatnot. So please protect yourself. Watch your...
People belong to the streets! People belong to the streets! You're such a bitch!
If you can't tell what's happening in that video, several boys, after essentially calling her a hoe by saying she belongs to the streets, physically forced a woman into a hot tub, which she was clearly resisting. And this video, featuring physical assault and sexual harassment, obviously found the misogynistic side of TikTok, because as of right now it has over 165,000 likes. Not only that, but there were several top comments referencing the fact that her white shirt was now wet and how disappointed they were that the quality was so low. So men, this is directed at you. Just because you think a woman has had sex a lot does not give you the right to treat a woman this way. Also, it is your moral obligation to call out your friends when you see them treating a woman like this. And to TikTok in general, can we please stop hyping up videos like this that give young boys the idea that this sort of behavior is even remotely okay? Just do better. In case you had thought we had moved past the phase of TikTok where we romanticize sexual assault and kidnapping, we haven't. So let's talk about this video too. When you make POVs or skits like this, you are normalizing these very dangerous scenarios in the minds of many young, impressionable viewers on TikTok. When we are having a national conversation about how so many women are kidnapped and sold into sex trafficking and even murdered, especially women in minority groups like Indigenous women, we have to take this seriously. And when TikToks like this go viral, it makes it so much harder for kids to take conversations seriously when they are warned about the real dangers that they will face as kids and as adults. So to all the creators who continue to put out that type of content, now is the time. Be better. So if you haven't seen what this trend is yet, let me explain. So about a month ago, Jada Pinkett Smith revealed that she had had a relationship with a man during her marriage to Will Smith. A marriage which, as far as I can tell, they're both planning on keeping. And because of that, boys on this app have decided to make it a trend to rack up points on the amount of girls that they can break up with or cheat on or get PTSD. And from what I can tell, most of the girls that these guys are doing it to are like middle schoolers or high schoolers. Now, this is pretty obvious why it's disgusting, but I want to say something else. Most of you guys that are doing this trend probably really don't even care about Will Smith. You're just using what happened to him as an excuse to do what you've always wanted to do, treat women badly. And this is really a problem because the 250,000 people who like this video clearly think that manipulating a girl's emotions for their entertainment is okay. And they really wonder why women struggle to trust men. Once again, TikTok, be better.
I get that sexism still exists, but I feel like it isn't that bad right now. See, the thing is you live in this little bubble and you're unable and unwilling to open your eyes to what's going on in the rest of the world. What do you mean? Take Mexico, for example. Right now, femicide is a huge problem for them. What's femicide? It's the intentional killing of females solely because they're females. It's a sex-based hate crime. Is it really happening that often? Because I'm not hearing about it. Yes! Last month there were 103 women killed, 36 killed in their own houses, 60 in public, and 1 at her job. The oldest was 80 years old and the youngest was a 1-year-old. Oh my god, that's awful. And some men aren't taking it seriously. They're saying men don't need women. So the women in Mexico have been staying at home in protest and even writing songs about it. Is there anything I can do to help? Yes, right now this information is not being shared. So share it, get the word out there, and make this info accessible to women so they can protect themselves. We need to hold the authorities who are letting this happen and the people involved accountable.
In Washington State, education officials are considering letting students go back to school on the basis of their race. Non-white kids would get to go back first, while white students would be ordered to stay home until the virus subsides. Now, you may have thought that plans like that were eliminated with the Brown versus Board of Education decision 65 years ago. But no, it's all coming back.
Everything we just heard was problematic, especially the fact that they want to use non-whites as guinea pigs. But a huge thing that I want you guys to focus on right now is the fact that he mentioned Brown versus Board of Education. It's like we have no standards and rules and ethics anymore in our country. Literally living in the time of Caligula. Seriously. Ethics have been just tossed out the window. None of the Trumps are allowed to endorse any product. Ivanka posts a picture with Goya beans against the ethics of the White House. And instead of apologizing, Donald J. Trump posts a picture of himself with Goya beans. Nothing applies to our president anymore. How are these things happening?